Hey, what's up everybody? Today we are going to take a look at the Transformers Combiner Wars Deluxe Class Alpha Bravo. Alpha Bravo of course forms the Superion Combiner. And so first off we'll take a look at the actual helicopter mode, then I'll show you the arm mode and the leg mode and finally robot mode. So first off let me go ahead and show you the card back here, which is really nice. Fantastic artwork by Hasbro there, really like that. So I'm definitely going to save this card back here, but also you do get the same picture here in this little card or trading card, which is nice. So pretty neat to have that artwork and the card on there, really nice. Alright, so focusing on helicopter mode, what I've done here is I've attached the gun slash foot slash hand because it serves all three functions onto the bottom of helicopter mode, and that kind of just serves to kind of stabilize, or not stabilize, but to kind of have the helicopter just sort of like in a flat position. Otherwise there's no landing gear, so it just kind of lays on the surface of the surface here. So you do have that gun that sticks on the bottom, and you have the actual handgun here for robot mode, which can actually, you know, as you can see, peg in there on the side of the helicopter mode. You can see the propeller does spin fine, and it does get in the way sometimes in the limb and robot modes. So let me go ahead and start by removing the gun here, as well as the foot, gun, and hand piece here. Alright. Not much else to say about helicopter mode. It's really kind of a long, thin type of helicopter mode, so it's not, I don't think it's, in my opinion, the best looking helicopter mode, but it gets the job done. You can see there's some molded in missile racks here, which actually form the forearm of robot mode, so you can see how that goes. That's quite evident there, but from the top, not so much. Alright, so let's go ahead and transform it into the arm mode first. First thing I'll do is I'll go ahead and kind of collapse these up as much as I can. They flop around, so they're going to get in the way during their transformation. Let me go ahead and unpeg the arms from the side of the helicopter mode. Kind of get those out of the way for now. And just going to start freeing up stuff. Now, one thing I'll start with is the back section here. And the trick to get this up is to actually kind of push on this either side here of the head there and push up, and that kind of helps you lift that up. Otherwise, I find if you don't do that, you'll push like this and it won't really come off usually. So you kind of use the pressure right here, and that will release that. And next thing I'll do is go ahead and come up to the front here. Take this, split the front end here. This goes up like that. And then we're going to take this section like that, and then separate out. And this is kind of an interesting assembly. You want to get this out of the way as much as you can, and then take this section here and kind of get that out like that, as well as over here. And then for the arm mode, for combined mode, what we're going to do is we're going to actually close this up like that. Bring together the forearm again, and then take these pieces around here, rotate them out, like that. We'll take our multi-purpose piece here. This time it's going to form a hand. It's going to peg into the bottom here to form one of the hands. In this case, it would be, well, one of the hands. So go ahead and rotate this piece around here. Let's see it go down like this. Actually, take this around like that, I think. Yeah. And then reattach the robot forearms into the side here. And let's see, this is going to get bent like that. So this, like that. And to keep these from swinging around so much, these rotor blades, you can actually put them up like between the rear fins like this, so they stay pretty well and keep out of the way. So you have your arm there, and it's going to peg into here. As you can see, there's a combiner point there, or a combiner port rather. So you've got your arm with articulation, of course. So next up, let me go ahead and form the leg. So again, I'll take these out just for now, just to get everything around. And in this case, we want to have the post facing up for the leg. So we're going to go back like that. There we go. And for this, we want to take these two sections here and collapse them in again. So this is going to come out like that, and then collapse like that. Same deal over here. We're just shortening up the limb, basically. Taking this extra part here and putting it back in there, closing that up, tapping that in place. Arms get pegged into the side again, same as they were for the arm mode. And we can convert this from the hand into the foot. You see you got the foot here, the front of the foot, and the heel. So this is going to go into the port on the bottom. And there you have the leg. Or a leg, rather. And these actually will peg into tabs on the side so they're not flopping around so much. And everything is nice and compact. Alright, so now we'll go into its final form, robot mode. And so we're going to go back here, untab these, take out this, put that to the side. There we go. Extend these out again. And to form the legs, there's a tab right here you can see that's sticking out. That's going to correspond to this slot here. So when you put them together, they need to go together like that. So you have them all tabbed in place. Same deal over here, of course. Just line up the tab in the slot, and then you got to rotate the waist 180. So it's facing like that, and then adjust the feet as necessary. These get tabbed back into the side. Oops. Of course, you unpeg these, which I already did, forming the arms, and then finally take out the robot head, and then there's some tabs and slots there. That just goes back in place. Like that. And we have Alpha Bravo here in robot mode. First, you got the handgun here, which is actually interestingly sculpted. So nice sculpting detail there. You can plug that into one hand. And then I think what you're supposed to do with this is you have those cannons here. So you would actually use this peg here to do that. And put this to either side, which is the thumb. I'm guessing like that. Something like that. So then he can wield his, Gatling guns and his regular kind of rifle, which is pretty cool. You can take a look at the head sculpt. No light piping, which is fine. Autobot symbol there on his chest. Basic sculpting, nothing really fancy. You do have some nice panel lines here, which also come into effect in the helicopter mode as well, so you can panel line it if you want to. The head's on a ball joint, shoulders on a ball joint. There is no bicep swivel, but you do get this elbow joint here that can rotate and bend forward and back like that if you wanted it to. Below the elbow, it's one solid piece of plastic. Waist articulation, ball jointed hips, swivel at the thigh, bend at the knee, rotation. Well, really rotation comes from the swivel at the thigh, but bend at the knee. And I mean, you got toe articulation, but really that's not too much of a deal. So you can get them into some pretty cool poses, I guess. I'm not really good at that, but it does what you need to do from a deluxe figure, I think. Again, sometimes this stays in well, these two rotor blades. Sometimes they don't. They're kind of annoying. Wish they had some way to just kind of firmly get those clipped in there. I had him in there once like this, and it didn't seem to be moving around so much, so I'm not sure what I did differently. But anyhow, there is Mr. Alpha Bravo. So, of course, some people were, I guess, a little bit upset that he wasn't a jet. But on the one hand, as a G1 fan, yes, I would have liked to see all the limbs be jets. But on the other hand, you know, mixing it up a little bit is kind of nice. So having a helicopter with the jets is, you know, in a way kind of interesting. So I'm not too upset about it. And what's really cool about it, of course, of these Combiner Wars limbs, is they can become either the arms or the legs. So that's really nice. So there you go. This is a review for Transformers Combiner Wars Deluxe Class Alpha Bravo. And I'm planning on reviewing the other ones this week, so stay tuned for that. Alrighty, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys and gals later.